Hey guys, today we are doing the map review of Madagascar. Madagascar is the first DLC map, and this is actually my first DLC map review, so I'm very excited. But before we start, I do want to get some of the housekeeping stuff out of the way. First off, I've said in previous videos that I do want to start getting into zombies Easter eggs and zombie storyline. And I also said that we're probably going to start it on Twitch due to some limitations of playing on Xbox without a capture card or anything like that. So, what I really would like to do is me and my buddies are going to get on later today, hopefully, and we're going to attempt to do the 9 Easter egg, the story Easter egg, for that map. So what we're going to do is we're going to stream it on Twitch. I'm going to be able to interact with y'all, and I really do enjoy interacting with y'all. So I hope you do come out, check us out, and just have some fun with us. It's something really fun. We all enjoy getting to stream and help the YouTube, so I definitely do enjoy it. I enjoy and get to interact with y'all and kind of get to show y'all the funny moments and the serious moments, not just all this very edited, very formal and proper stuff is kind of how I see it. So we are going to do that. I'm going to leave a link down in the description to our Twitch. Come check us out. I'm only going to leave a video also. I'm going to leave probably a very quick video telling y'all that we are going live probably within an hour of when our video goes up. But I do want to tell y'all that before I got into the video. So now let's get started with the map review. First off, I'm going to give a brief overview like I usually do in these videos. This map is very good. This map is a very well-rounded map compared to what we've been getting in current COD games. It has a lot of verticality, it has a lot of difference in range, and I feel that really helps. It also has a very different environments, and I miss that in these games. So, personally, I miss it, and I do feel that it is a very fun map. And half of this I say because if you watch, it has a lot of verticality and a lot of things that help me feel like I'm not just forced down 3 different paths. So, if you've watched the made for, not remastered maps in Black Ops 4, you've noticed that it's very 3-lane, recycled, kind of, for lack of a better word, garbage that we've had to put up with for years. And it's very unfortunate because there are old maps that were great, like Summit, Firing Range, Nuketown. All these maps just felt good because, yes, they were 3-lane, but they just had this feeling that didn't make you feel trapped and pushed into three lanes. And this game, this one doesn't even feel like a 3-lane map, and I love that. Because, yes, you can say, well, there's 3 obvious paths, but I always felt like I could interweave and go left and go right to where it didn't feel like I was just shoved down 3 lanes. And I love that. I also love verticality because I want to get above a player and then kind of use that being above them to try and take them down. It's a really nice thing to have, and personally I just think that this map is very well made. So I say this because the map will have some very odd review points because it is a very odd map compared to the standard Black Ops 4 3-lane recycled. So first off, I'm going to get on with weapons. I'm going to say my main 2 weapons I would say are going to be the Titan LMG, which of course y'all have probably heard of and maybe dealt with some because the Titan is a very overpowered weapon and also is currently does not look like it's going to be nerfed. Also, I'm going to recommend the Vapor. The Vapor is an AR that has a very good rate of fire, nothing like the Maddox, but still a very high rate of fire, and it can be attached with rapid fire to make that better, attached with a long barrel attachment to make the range better, and attached with high caliber to make the headshot damage better. So I personally feel like this is a very good gun to use, and also the Titan is also a very good gun to use. First off, I'm going to start with the Titan. The Titan has a very hard-hitting but slow-firing LMG. It's not near as hard-hitting and slow-firing as the VKM, but not nearly as fast as something like the Hades. It's a very middle of the road in my opinion. It's a very fun gun to use and very well rounded and it's kind of like a Swiss Army knife. It can do a lot of things. It may not do them perfectly like the tool built for it would, but it can do it. So if you can hit your shot, I'm going to kind of leave this with a disclaimer. This gun is very important to hit your shots because with the slower rate of fire, it does get unfortunate when you miss a shot. That's probably upping your chance to die if they're running a fast firing weapon. But it is a very good gun because it has a longer range to it, and personally the iron sights are really good, so you can save that and put it on more. You can put that on more attachments or more perks or things like that, which is nice. So it is a very good gun to run. Now I'm going to get into the one I feel very strongly about, which is the Vapor. The Vapor is actually what I'm using in this gameplay right here. I'm trying to upgrade it. I started upgrading with upgrading and getting camos with the ICR. I actually got up to gold with the ICR, but I haven't yet to get gold. I've yet to get up there high with a lot of other weapons. So I'm kind of starting to work on the other ones. I'm getting close to getting gold with the Paladin, but I'm working on them. So I started working with this gun, and I didn't really appreciate it for what it was So I started playing it, and I was kind of like, okay, it just seems like an ICR, but just a little different, like maybe a little faster fire rate and a little bit more recoil. Okay. Well, I didn't realize how much that affected the gun. Personally, this one just feels smooth. It's a little bit heavier on the recoil, but if you don't just spam the gun, it's not that bad. Even if you do, it's not horrible recoil like something like I don't even know a gun that has that bad a recoil, but nothing just horrible. But it is a little bit of recoil. That it's not like the ICR where you can put it on one dot and hit that dot 50 times. So I definitely did like it, and I was definitely glad that I started using it because this gun is amazing. I love the different attachments on it that can make it to where you can fit several different playstyles. It melts people, in my opinion. It just melts. And so it's definitely a nice one to run. So now I've got my two weapon choices out of the way, I'm going to move on to the specialist I would say you need to run, or should run, look at least. First off, I would say Prophet. I say Prophet because, yes, he is very skillful. You have to be skilled to use him. But he's very nice because this map has several spots where there's range to where you can use it as more of a sniper rifle. There's also a lot of spots where it's choke points. There will be several people in one area, and you can kind of go through and get rid of them very quickly with that weapon. It's very nice. So I do enjoy Prophet. I play him a lot, and I'm trying to get better at sniping with him. And I mean, I know it's kind of a different deal, but I'm trying to get better, and he's definitely a very fun specialist to run, especially with the Seeker drone. So my second specialist I would say is probably going to end up being Recon. And yes, Recon isn't exactly required or said should be run a lot compared to a lot of the other specialists. And that's kind of unfortunate because Recon is kind of like Crash. They have a lot of good qualities, but a lot of their qualities are helping their friends, or helping their teammates, which is unfortunate because a lot of people don't want to play team-based. They want to play more of a, well, if it's me, it's me, and if it's them, but I don't care about them and they don't care about me playstyle, which is unfortunate because this game is a lot of fun when you play it with a cooperating team. But it is very nice because with these rocky areas, it's very nice to be able to know where they're coming from and how they're flowing, because unlike a lot of maps, it's not very easy to predict movement. So I do enjoy it, and I'm going to say that that would probably be one of my top recommendations. So that's a very nice one to have, and it helps out your teammates, and it's just it's kind of entertaining to run because all these guys think they're being sneaky, and then you just pull out you just get a lucky shot. You'll get a lucky vision pulse, and then you'll see a big group of them coming towards you, and they pop around the corner thinking they're being sneaky, and you get a headshot. And stuff like that I think is enjoyable. So those are the two specialists I'm going to do. Now let's talk about playstyles. Playstyles, it's a little bit on the iffy end. The playstyles are very varied, and so it makes it difficult for me to say how you're going to play. But instead of doing that, I decided that what I'm going to do is I'm going to just tell y'all what areas fit what playstyle. As you'll see, like this area that I'm firing at right now, where I'm sitting from would be a nice sniper perch if they're rushing you. I was simply trying to draw them out those buildings. I end up dying here, but I was able to draw them at the buildings. And those, on the farther ends, I would say is very good for snipers or DMRs. Even ARs if you're wanting to run them as more of a longer range, medium range weapon than more up aggressively. So it's very fun and very enjoyable. But now that you're going to say, well, okay, you just told me where to play for one thing. Now it's kind of more a choice, because you can get up at this tower that I'm at right there, and you could play the city more of a like Overwatch sniper. As you know, well, okay, he's moving through from this building, take a shot, take him down, let's go. Or you can play him as more of a aggressive guy, and then you can go in the middle of the city with something like a Spitfire and just start melting people. Because there's a lot of tight corners that I feel like do add some usefulness for Spitfires and things, even in a map that has a lot of range to it, which I do enjoy. So there's definitely so many playstyles that it's hard to mention all of them, but I would say like this little corner, these little back sides are very good for DMRs, snipers, and longer range equipped ARs. It's definitely very nice for that. The middle is very good for like fast firing ARs such as the Maddox and the Vapor to an extent, and SMGs such as the MX9 and the Spitfire. Those are all good weapons, and they all definitely help a lot in those different playstyles. So it's kind of luckily it's one of those maps that feels balanced, so I definitely do enjoy it. So I'm definitely going to say that it's not one of those maps that I can say, well, this is the way you should play the map, or this is the way you can play the map, because it's a very well tailored map to every type of playstyle. So anyway, guys, I'm going to leave y'all with the rest of this gameplay footage. This is actually one of the better games I've had in Black Ops 4. I've been really struggling to get used to the slower time to kill and a lot more of the not advanced movement, but advanced movement of people jumping and sliding, which has hurt a lot of me trying to snipe. But I really do want to try and get better at this game, but this is a pretty good game I had. So I'm going to sign off. I'm going to leave you with the rest of this gameplay. Hope you all enjoy, guys. Have a great day.